Good evening and welcome to Of Dice and Them, a TTRPG actual play podcast bringing you tonight, for the last time this season, Blades in the Dark. My name is Tove and I'm your games master for this evening, and joining me is our Jack of Hearts. It's Jack.
Hi, it's me. I have a heart.
Our Queen of Diamonds, Lou.
I'm dripping in diamonds. Hello, everyone.
Our King of Clubs, it's Ralph.
Ah, my wonderful subjects. Hello, good evening, good afternoon.
And our Ace of Spades, it's Bambi.
If you like to gamble, I'll tell you I'm your
Copyright claim.
I don't think we're in tune enough to worry about Motorhead making a claim on that one.
Well, that's the upside to me singing anything. It's fine. We're good.
Anyone want to wonder what card I might be?
Oh, go on then.
The Joker.
No.
I was thinking the rules card. Sometimes you get a pack of cards and you've got a rules card in it.
Hey, wait. I don't think you heard me. Let me say it again. The rules card.
The rules card.
I think
the
you'd
card
be
with
Seven
the
of
rules
Diamonds,
on.
because that's often a card you start with.
Elaborate.
I feel like it's shithead, but it might also be other things like cheat. I feel like you start with the Seven of Diamonds. I don't know. Listeners, billions of listeners, write in. Let us know.
Write in if you know what Jack's talking about.
Write in if you're still listening at this point.
And what's funny is we'll get as many write-ins as we get now.
Hundreds.
Snowed under with them.
We had to change emails.
Let us resume. We open our opening cutscene on two of Der Fugs sitting on a rooftop in Northminster. One is holding a heavy crossbow trained on the street below, the other peers through a spyglass. So, why do we call them the Uptime Gang? Well, Big Rog reckons it's because when you see them, your time is up.
Ooh.
Right, that seems a bit contrived. And the camera whooshes along into the street. A group of Jenny's girls are in the house opposite, handing out swords and metal breastplates. Zipping a little further along, past a group of Forger sisters meeting with Regency troops. Money exchanges hands, and we are whisked away deeper into the city, until we come to a dilapidated tavern, and the modest dinner being had between a goblin, a tiefling, a human, a centaur, and a bugbear.
Who are they?
That's you.
Oh, it's
your centaur.
Hey, I met a different centaur.
You know, I never thought I'd get used to eating this common slop, but it's got its charm.
Yeah, what was it you called this particular dish again, Precosti?
It's black bread with an onion on it.
Yeah, it's the onion that really makes it. It's,
So you've all been busy recently. What have you all been up to?
Well, I display my perfectly smooth palm to the group.
Just so
This
smooth. This bugbear is so smooth.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like much, but this is a really big deal to me. It's quite a long time coming. I can grip things with it, which is a real plus. I mean, I'm feeling great.
And what's your stress level on?
I did meditate for a little bit too long the other day, but...
So have you got no harm and no stress?
That sounds about right. If not, let's say that it is true, but I will double check that for you. I have no harm, no stress.
That is a first for Ralph.
I would just love to know how everyone is going into this final episode.
Stressed.
Stressed? Harmed?
No.
No harm, one stress, baby.
And
I
Randall?
have 6 stress.
Ouch.
Can't count.
So stressed.
7 stress, 1 level, 1 harm.
Wow. Wow, who'd have thought that Bambi would be in the worst position going into the finale?
It was a disaster, the me and Ralph episode.
For you, yeah, it was absolutely. You had a rough time of that one, my friend.
I did a little Twitter poll earlier today where I asked how many player characters should we leave untraumatized by this score, and 0 won with 72% of the vote.
I voted 0.
Yeah.
I was the one vote for 1.
I voted 0.
So,
Of the 11 votes.
I was going to say, I was trying to work it out. It's nice to know that our rabid legions of fans want us all dead or traumatized.
They don't want us all dead. They just want us all like broken from our experiences.
They know you haven't been putting anything away for retirement.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do have. I believe no coin. So
That's standard.
yeah,
Yeah, I think you gave all your money to the doctor.
that's true. Just putting coins into Meg Leakfield
See-
until fixing came out.
I see now, which is worse, that or me having no coin because I've never marked a coin on my sheet and therefore, unfortunately, I'm left coinless.
That feels like a you problem. That
Yeah,
feels,
exactly.
As,
You know,
as Tay just got a
it's the
big
same
hole
result,
in the
but I
bottom of
feel
her
like-
coin purse.
Yeah.
As dinner is winding down, Pakisty hands out 4 jewellery boxes, one to each of you. Inside are small metallic statuettes on silver bracelet chains. They seem to be depicting some kind of mammal, but the workmanship isn't great, so it's not perfectly clear whether it's a weasel or a stoat or just some kind of ugly cat. These little charms are carved out of pyrite, and they're a show of devotion to Mink, the god of shadows. And she looks at Gecko and Kuza. And trickery. She looks at Randall and Tay. And the downtrodden. And somehow she seems to look at all 4 of you together.
Oh.
I'm leaving the city tonight, so you lot are going to have to take over doing my part. Tithe the occasional fistful of coin to those less able to provide for themselves, and you'll be keeping the light alive just fine. You know, the odd soup kitchen, put a random surface worker through medical school. You've already got the basics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got quite.
We've already been giving back to the community. Like, already. Job's done then. It's fine.
You've been facilitating her giving back to the community, perhaps.
Yeah, that's so different.
I am part of the community, and I have been helped out a lot by our operations.
That is true.
Well,
So-
that's, put your own oxygen mask on before helping others, whatever an oxygen mask is, and whatever situation you would have to do that in. That just came to mind for some reason.
Yeah, I imagine that would be apt if any of us knew what any of those words meant.
Well, Pakisty, I think this may be the case that perhaps we have all been working a little bit too hard for too long and are clearly at the end of our tether. And we appreciate a chance to unleash ourselves perhaps upon our next unsuspecting victim so I can start attempting to do this accent for a start.
Let's have a going away party.
Yes, let's have a party.
I know someone that does very good vol au vents.
Yes, I'll get the drinks.
What do you call this? I cut up perfectly good onions for this leaving party.
No, but like an actual party. People.
At that moment, the door flies open. It is your crew's newest members.
What?
3 rooks, converts from Jenny's Girls. If you'll remember, you chose elite rooks as one of your crew upgrades. They are led by one Tabitha Shaw, one of Jenny's old spiders. The group are tenacious but wild. That's the trait and the flaw you chose off screen, where the listeners couldn't fry their
I
eyes.
don't think I chose that.
Is she a tabby?
She's human.
No, but is she like really a tabby?
Could you elaborate on the question?
Her name is
Help me.
Tabitha. Does she just go by Tabby?
Oh,
there,
I
that-
genuinely
that's-
thought you meant,
yeah.
is she a tabby cat?
I mean,
Oh,
That's
good.
a
See,
Babsy.
Jack's a furry too. Yeah.
I think that's my new favourite response. I'm going to try and use that if anyone ever asks me a detail about someone.
She's human.
Human.
Is she nice? She's human.
She's
dancer,
tenacious,
then.
but wild. She's not a dancer. She is waving an empty wine glass around as she
I got it,
lays-
Bambi. I appreciated it.
It's a callback to a previous time.
Carry on.
Clue me in? I feel like I should be getting this.
I did
The Killers song from many years ago.
Maybe one more detail and I'll get it.
Jenny was a friend of mine.
Oh, that's a good one,
so
actually.
come on, so
Yeah.
come
Oh, we
on.
can have loads of Killers references in this podcast. Now, are we human? Or are we dancer?
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I wish I'd gotten that straight away. I might have laughed.
What's that coming over the hills? No, sorry, let's go.
That's the automatic.
It's in All the Killers.
Completely different band.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck me! Fuck you, you tea drinking bitch! Come on, let's fucking go! Dome's already at the end of their rag. Let's fucking have a party. Right, Sheik and Clam. So we say we turn to
The cheeky clam.
shrieking. Tay turns to the new recruits and says, "Well, if you want to earn your stripes as a new recruit to our crew, you better throw the best goddamn party the Undercity's ever seen."
Oh, well, gladly, but I thought you might like to know some news first.
Wait, who are you?
I'm Tabitha Shaw.
Why do you
your
sound
new
kind of like
rook.
Pakisty?
In what way could I possibly sound like Pakisty? Pakisty sounds like this. Hi guys, I've been here the whole time.
That was a very similar voice.
I've got to say, I don't think you sound alike at all.
Thank you, Mr. Reinhard.
Quite all right.
And Tabitha waves her empty wine glass around. Jenny's finally done what I always thought she would, if you want to hear about what the score's going to be.
What's that?
Exactly what I always said she would. She's offered up enough coin for a person to retire on in return for Tybalt Ponsonby's head. And she's made a move on his manor to claim the turf for herself.
Wow.
We're heading over there, right?
What? Hang on. We're killing someone? Are we not? That's not really our style. We only accidentally kill people when we're doing other things. Plus, Kuza killed someone once and has...
One. Well, we don't...
To be fair, if we're doing it on purpose, at least we'll get paid this time.
Well, that's something to be said. We're not really good at paying attention to our consequences. A dear listener messaged me about a previous score of ours and was like, "I can't help but notice that you and Kuza set fire to a bridge in the Undercity. Is that gonna be a large enclosed space with plenty of other wooden buildings where said bridge might spread?" And I said, "Don't worry about it."
No, the Undercity is really well ventilated. I think it's fine.
It's also quite moist as well.
Windy and damp is it's like New Orleans in Christmas time. Yes, we would love to continue with your plan, Mr. Tabitha.
Miss Shaw.
Yeah, but we're gonna have the party first, right? Pakisty, where do we store the wine? And Gekko's gonna like run behind the bar. She really wants to fill up Tabitha's wine glass for her.
Hey, it's your inn now. You know where the wine is.
Wait, it's our inn?
Did you think I was going to retain ownership of it? Have I given you the impression of a landlord through the time you've known me?
Can we spend some time doing up the Shrieking Clam and renovating it and maybe steaming the old wallpaper off the walls and putting up some new paint? And
What, for next time you play? Yeah, sure.
Gekko's gonna throw open the wine cellar doors and like beckon the rooks over.
Tabby and the other two rooks follow Gekko and are quickly into the wine.
Okay, she's being really extremely charitable with the wine she finds in the cellar and is just like pouring drinks out for everyone.
Randall's presumably already has a drink.
you mentioned a lifetime's worth of gold. How can we get in on that, do you think? Do we have to go off and kill this Ponsonby man?
I imagine if you kill Ponsonby, Jenny would hand over the gold.
Well, surely she's handing over the gold for his head. So we wouldn't have to kill him as such as require his head. Somebody else killed him first, or we go and tell him what her plan is, make a very reasonable replica of his head, sugar, then potentially we can get a lifetime's worth of gold without having to kill anybody, and Tyler Ponsonby's none the wiser. Oh, he's wiser. Journey's none the wiser.
So we're looking for what type of plan we're going to be embarking on for this.
Smash and grab.
Bang.
Options are assault, deception, stealth, occult,
Assault.
social, and transport.
Transport.
No, we just did that. That's boring.
That was great. That went really well. Get the boat.
Did we keep the boat?
What about
No, the boat is still in the flooded district.
we all have brilliant knowledge because we all listen to the podcast, and it's only been like 5 weeks and we've done all of it together. We all have an intimate knowledge of all the previous ones we've done. So let's just all say right now which one we haven't done. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Occult.
We have done assault.
No, occult. But we've done transport and social and assault.
We did social. That
Yep.
was the first one.
Pretty sure me and Randall did assault.
Oh, really?
You may not have planned to. I think that was actually a deception which turned into...
Oh,
assault.
really? Jesus Christ.
Well, we did assault on the Hagfish Cannery, which wasn't...
But that
Let's
didn't
not do that.
happen.
It did happen. It happened in my heart.
Non-canonical assault.
And outside of your heart, the options are assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, or transport.
Occult.
We've
let's
not
fucking
done
go.
occult.
Occult is
Occult.
not the one because none of us have any
Occult! No,
skills
this
in
is the
magic.
one. This is perfect. All we have to do is get like a really like ghosty like thing going on to like really kind of distract everything and then sneak in and get his head.
I mean, have my studies progressed enough that I can enter someone else's dreams?
Yes,
What would you want to do?
because otherwise we will not have a chance for that to happen ever.
And can
what-
you go into several layers deep of the dream to plant an idea?
To plant the
You have
idea
to
of
go
him cutting
deeper.
his own head off and giving it to the Shrieking Clam.
Oh, and then, but before all that, he signs all of his ownership over to Jenny.
Or to
And then
us,
when
so
he-
we can sell it to Jenny.
Yeah.
Well,
What?
I mean,
I feel like that might not be the plan.
Bambi, can I just say, cutting out the middleman, not great when you are the middleman.
yeah, but we would hold the will, the new will, and we could rip it up.
What?
Don't really.
Why
So
would
wait,
you
hang
get-
on.
Why would you get him to sign the will and then rip it up?
Well, because no one would
Power
know if you
move.
don't have the.
But no one.
No one would have it if he didn't make it.
If it doesn't
No, he would
exist,
make
of course
it,
they
but
don't have it.
he would make it, and we would keep it, right? And then we would only hand it over if we got our money. So then we wouldn't have to go through like the middleman, like legal stuff. We could just say,
middleman.
here's a piece of paper, give it
The
for the
sub
I
money.
think your
middleman.
understanding or appreciation of the legal system of the Undercity may be a little bit warped. We're not dealing
It'll
with
be a great epilogue
inheritance
where we
tax.
just deal with, that we need to find a TTRPG which is focused on inheritance law and
Well,
just play that to the epilogue.
I think you find that it's whatever I say it is, and I say it is that. So
Is there a TTRPG that's just really crunchy legal systems?
that sound good.
Almost certainly.
Phoenix Wright style.
So I heard lots of shouting about occult and assault.
Occult.
We can't do a cult. Because we don't know anything.
You try summon a ghost and explode.
We've just got magic items off Pakistan, and I've got my sparkly gun. Can we do something with them?
The holy icons you've been given, they do appear to have some level of magic to them. If you wanted to exploit that in some way. Which obviously you were all champing at the bit to do an occult plan, so...
Yeah, absolutely. Chomping.
Assault.
Assault is more fun.
Well, I'm exceptional in an assault.
Could do a bit of gathering information before you decide, if you like.
Probably
Can we?
for the best.
That's something we've done for every other score.
Yeah, but can we do it before we decide what we're going to do?
Don't see why not.
All right. Fuck yeah. So I would like to survey
Mm-hmm.
a location, and I want to gather information about opportunities or exploits, and I basically want to see about Ponsonby because it's his manor, right? That's where we went in the first one, wasn't it?
Yes, it is the same building you visited before.
So basically, are there any, like, we obviously know the building quite well, and we had blueprints last time, which we probably still do.
Yeah, you could probably dig them out of
Yeah.
whatever drawer they got chucked into.
Yeah, it's not that many drawers in the Shrieking Clan. Anyway, I'm just gonna have a look at the place and see whether they've still got the same, like, you know.
Yep, looking from the outside.
2 dice, and best one is a 4.
Okay, that is, I believe, standard. So, casting your eyes down the street that you know his manor is on, you can see that the manor is still in a state of disrepair from the party that kicked all this off. The shutters are, from what you can see, all still down, except for the front door, which looks like it's had to be cut open. So there's a human-sized portal through the metal shutters at the front of the manor.
Human-sized?
Yeah, or centaur, because we can't be bothered to talk about how big a centaur really is.
Yeah.
And outside in the street, Jenny's girls are massing. They seem to be ready for war.
Wasn't there like loads of, like, wasn't there a magic like defense robot thing?
Yeah, but they were powered by the arcane core, which you stole.
And we now have control of.
Oh.
I never told Pakistan. So I would like to track down the dwarf gnome.
Oh, Thaddeus Slagencinder.
Thaddeus Slagencinder, and command him to tell me what happened to all of the automatons.
I was so prepared to cut this guy from this score. I thought he was not wanted.
Just when you thought he was out, they pull him back in.
Yeah, it's all about the slags.
You slag.
What?
So it's also a 4.
4. You are looking for Thaddeus Slagencinder, and you are looking to command him.
With a 4, you don't find him. Next.
Okay, I'm going to tie this to Tay.
Oh no.
Let's say you two were together. You spot in the arrayed forces of Jenny's girls, you see Thaddeus right at the back with his hands tied behind his back, looking really sorry for himself. And if you were to sidle up to him, and what were you asking?
Tell me, you cretin, you, the defense system that you installed, did you ever take it out?
Oh, sir, you have to rescue me from these succubi that have tied me here. They are forcing. No, the security systems. You say yes. They want me to reactivate it and turn it on its masters.
You don't say. Well, you know what? Tell you what, that's.
Of course, I would never do such a terrible thing. I was paid fair and square for it.
Well, I shall take your rescue under advisement.
Well, no, come back here! Come, sir, please, I'll pay! Sir, come back! So you know that artificer... Oh, there's a word again. Artificer?
Yeah.
You know that Artificer Slagencinder is on the scene somewhere. And it sounds like he's going to be employed by Jenny's girls. Press-ganged into working his mechanical magics.
I mean, that was kind of my plan.
Now you've got an avenue for it.
The force of Jenny's girls, are they like very obviously arrayed against Ponsonby Manor?
Yes. It would be a struggle for them to pretend they were doing anything else.
Okay. I would like to attempt to use my meditative skills to slip into someone's dreams.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to try to slip into the dreamscape of Defug's leader.
Oh, that's interesting. You heard him mentioned in the intro cutscene. The thugs were talking about him.
Big Rog.
Big Rog. who has been operating behind the scenes all through these episodes, ready to spring out at an appropriate moment.
So Kuza obviously knows of Big Rog.
Yes.
And Kuza would like to plant the seed that Jenny's girls are responsible for all of his recent misfortunes, and that at the moment of them being distracted by planning an assault is a good time to assault them.
Maybe as Kuza's... So Defugs are working with the Regency in this potential battle that's about to happen, which Kuza would be able to tell as he enters the dreams of Big Rog. Maybe he's dreaming about how cool the Regency are and how much money they're giving him.
Yeah, that's...
Dream sequence.
So really, you would perhaps try to implant that idea, and he would be like, yeah, Jenny's girls
anyway.
being here are getting me all this money by attacking my boss.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point. It's all right, we'll cut all that. Because I simply didn't understand the situation.
Yeah, like the information is gathered, though.
Yeah, you
Information
got
is
that one out
gathered.
of me by without a roll. The lead up to that was cool. Maybe we can still use that setup to get a different bit of information.
Yeah. Okay, so Kuza is going to slip into the dreamscape of the leader of Defugs with the idea of turning him against Jenny's girls, realizing that they are already there, and I just want to get out of that situation, sort of what the setup is, how many boots they've got on the ground, how strong a position they've got in this area, what sort of threats we can expect to face.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. If you want to roll in a tune.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Add another dice as you feel the trickery domain magics coming from the totem that Pakisty gave you.
From my little weasel. That'd be a 3.
You get limited information from that, so...
Just a quick is the +1 gather info for scores informants. Does that account for every roll?
Yeah, we should all have been adding one.
Quick, roll an extra dice.
My extra dice was a 1.
No, that was my extra dice was also a 1.
And mine was a 4.
Which is the same
Which
as...
is exactly what I rolled, so no difference made there.
So your network of informants did not help you penetrate the dreams of this man. However...
So I'm in my meditative state. I've blindfolded, I'm reaching out. I am delving into the consciousness of Big Rog. I see a flash of money changing hands. I see through the misty landscape of Dreamtime. I see...
You see that the manor has become a bit of a death trap with the magic defences on the fritz. You know that you have seen the Forger sisters slinking about, potentially having something to do with that. You know that there are Defugs in the building, and you know that there are Regency swordsmen in the building.
Bugger.
Oh no. Ponsonby's guarded, right?
It seemed that way, yes. And the sense you get is that Ponsonby has clawed together every favour and every bit of money he can pay for mercenary work in order to defend against Jenny.
Are they fighting already?
The battle has not yet started, but the manor looks fairly quiet and dark, and the girls are arrayed outside, so the girls are on the offensive and the Regency are definitely on the defensive, but no clear upper hand is there yet. One more gather information if you'd like.
Have they got a new chef at Ponsonby Manor to replace our dear Meg Leakfield?
She's a surgeon now.
She is a doctor now. You sent her to medical school.
Because if they have, then I'd bet Nanny probably knows them. Probably, and we could ask her to have a chat.
Sure. What are we calling that? Is that commanding Nanny?
One does not simply command Nanny. You ask nicely.
Is this Randall rolling on your behalf?
I mean, it's not going to be me doing the commanding, is it?
Which means 4 dice.
4 dice.
+1 because Nanny's a friend, +1 because of informants, and then 2 because it's
2
going to be
for-
command consort or sway.
Yeah, sure, 4.
What question?
Damn.
Sorry, what's the question?
What do we want to know out of this new head chef?
I don't know. Like, what do we actually need to know about? I mean, is it good to have like eyes in? I don't know.
Perfectly formulated plan, except for what question to ask.
Okay, so I guess what we need to, I don't know, we need to know whether, if the new chef's new, does he have any, loyalty or allegiance to Ponsonby, or can he be, leaned on or, swayed?
Okay.
Got you. Hello, Nanny.
Randall, I definitely remember what my voice sounds like. It's
Yeah,
only been about a year.
Yeah, it has been a long time. I'm sorry that I haven't come to see you more, but
On a deathbed. Vitals monitor.
I do have a favour to ask.
Anything for you, my young man?
So there's a lot of a ruckus going on at the Ponsonby Manor, and with you being so well connected and all, I was wondering if you knew of anyone that worked there who maybe aren't so loyal to Mr. Ponsonby. For example, the chef. They have a new chef, I think.
For example, the chef.
Just off the top of my head,
Yeah,
you know.
just plucking out of the ether. It
Also-
was a chef.
Can I clarify, Toph? Nanny isn't his grandmother on a deathbed.
No, it's Nanny. But he is an adult man, so presumably the woman who looked after him when he was young is older than him by at least 20 years.
Yeah, but he's not that old, is he? How old?
Like-
How old's Randall?
I think we've established that Nanny is quite old, if I recall.
I thought she was
Maybe she's a sprightly 30-year-old. She's just got a bad voice.
a buxom MILF of 50.
Okay,
MILF it is.
it was a 6. I mean, 4 dice. You'd hope so.
4 dice?
Yeah.
Did you go up to 4?
Yes, Randall, I actually know the new chef at Ponsonby Manor quite well. Let me just open up my big book of NPCs and pick one.
Greg Beatfield.
Greg?
Yeah, since that last one
It's-
just vanished out of thin air to go to school. Very strange behaviour. Hold on. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Bork Pasternak.
Leg feet mealed.
Sorry, explain Bork Pasternak.
I don't know. I imagine it's a dog type species, and Pasternak is parsnip in Russian. And also a last name of a famous writer.
So his name is Dog Pumpkin, but better and more Russian.
Yeah.
Yes, friendly fellow. Always happy to see you. Tail wags like nothing else. Bork Pasternak, I believe his name is.
Oh, man.
Furry
Pasternak is
fellow.
far too good for a one-off, though.
Maybe he'll recur as a player character in another game.
It could be a name like John Smith in Erin, just really, really common. Like, it is the most common name.
Pasternak.
Bork Pasternak.
Bork Pasternak is John Smith.
Man, just a whole classroom of Borks.
Yeah, just keep level of detail low that we can just reuse later.
He'll probably stay off screen because of that amusing speech impediment. And that strange accent.
No, I know him well, actually. He's furious at his employer. After that trouble at the soiree, he was the only member of staff in the manor to stay on.
What was he before?
He was a footman.
So the footman's now a chef?
He's everything. Who are you?
Don't worry about me.
Well, whoever you are.
My name's Pork Pasternak.
Along with 5% of the population.
Can't fucking walk down the street without meeting and running into a Bork. Oh, Toe's losing it. Guys.
No, I'm talking to my son. My son is also called Bork.
No, he's doing a bit of everything in the manor now. If there's a job to be done in the manor, he's probably doing it. And since you rolled a 6, you might even ask a follow-up question.
Ask him where he's from. Ask him where he grew up. Ask him what street he lived on.
I think I've got the strength in me for one question.
And
is this Tove or Nanny?
Where does he often go when he leaves the manor grounds?
Leaves the manor grounds? No.
Yeah, I assume he goes shopping.
Oh, I suppose I did say he does everything there now. Yes.
Oh, I suppose I did shoot myself in the foot.
How would they get food if he doesn't leave?
Yeah, it's gotta be Bork doing the pasta runs.
Yeah, to that supermarket that the route goes past that blind alley, doesn't it?
I don't know. I feel like maybe Northminster, you just get your groceries delivered.
Ah, that's also good information. Thank you. Thank you.
You may recall that our last infiltration of Ponsonby Manor via the chef started with an attempted disguise as delivery man gambit.
Yeah, but it was just you with hagfish.
We only have one plan.
It was you.
No, that was the other time.
What?
Kuza has also pretended to be a hagfish delivery man at a separate instance.
Kuza does, it must be said, Kuza does return to the hagfish delivery man well from time to time.
Yeah, it always fails though.
Well, that's because it's never Randall that does
I
it.
think that deception would be the funniest and most enjoyable route, and therefore we should do it, because what are we if not funny and enjoyable?
Oh, we're hilarious.
As long as you can explain how you're getting past the small army parked outside the manor.
To be fair, the besiegers probably wouldn't let the food through. That's typically what they're
Be
there to
pretty
prevent.
shit besiegers if they did.
Yeah, and Jenny, I assume, is right there.
And knows who we are.
Yeah.
But that means she probably won't let us through because she wants her girls to do the...
Maybe she doesn't care who.
Uh,
It's open.
She's offered a bounty and she is besieging the place. So yeah, you can assume that she is
Okay, wink and a
interested
nudge.
in-
Tell them what we're really up to. Get through the gates. Tell the people on the other side of the gates that we bribed them with our last set of. What was
yeah,
the?
let us through, please. We're
what's
delivering
pasta again?
a head of lettuce.
Pasta
Bork
Mac.
Pasternak.
Pasternak.
Yeah, we gave them our last pasternacks.
So we're going with deception, lure,
Yeah.
trick, and manipulate. The detail is pretend to be delivery drivers.
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll an engagement roll.
So are we actually like wearing the uniforms, or are we in the boxes, or what?
No, well, I thought
There'll be
someone.
the people
Dropping
hiding in the boxes.
I was going to say
Mm.
that's what I thought. I thought maybe Tay in the box.
We need some sort of steed to pull the cart.
So Kuza,
Some
what
sort
we
of
think?
common mule or donkey or some other mindless, stupid animal.
All right. I'm not pulling your damn cart.
So engagement rolls. You get 1 dice for sheer luck.
Hey, and that's it.
You get 1 dice if the operation is overly complex, or you get -1 dice for that.
It's not.
It's not complex.
No.
Rock up to the
If
door.
anything,
yeah.
it's bad because it's not complex.
Well, it's bold and daring, so +1.
Hey.
Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation? Nanny did, so I'm going to
Yes,
say +1.
and Jenny and team are there. so they can
Lorenzo.
help.
Sure, yeah. However,
This is just one, or can we get one for each of these?
no. Is the target strongest against this approach, or do they have particular defences or special preparations? I'm going to say -1 for that because they are
What?
under siege.
What special defences do they have against a
They know
delivery?
people are trying to get into the manor, and you're showing up with massive boxes, being like, "Here's food."
It worked against the Trojans.
Oh, it should have been a horse. It should have been a giant wooden centaur that we all hid inside as though it was some kind of offering. That was the idea. Fucking idiots.
We've got 2 dice.
Not too late to pivot.
Yes, it's too late to pivot with delivery drivers.
2 6s, baby!
Ooh.
Exceptional result. You've already overcome the first obstacle and you're in a controlled position for what's next. You are all in crates inside the kitchen.
We're
you
unloading.
can hear-
Well, we can't all be in crates, right?
Who's in the crates? Who's unloading?
I think maybe I'm unloading.
Oh boy, am I glad to see you. Oh, we are running out of food here. I'm so happy that you're here. Oh. And Bork's tail is wagging furiously.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, my furry friend. Say, if I were to commission an piece of artwork of you, would people pay far too much attention to your genitals?
Yes.
What citrus fruit would you say your testicles most resemble?
Grapefruits.
Never mind. Scratch. Cut that.
I think Bambi is miming me to kill the dog. Do you want me to kill the dog?
Don't kill the dog.
Oh, I love you guys.
Well, we love you too. Why don't we just hug? Shall we hug?
Oh, I've never had a hug before. Yes, please.
No.
And he embraces you.
And Tay breaks his neck.
The spirit wardens descend. Oh no, he's a dog. He doesn't have a soul. It's fine. Please don't kill the dog.
Just choke it.
I don't have to kill the dog.
Just put him to
I don't have to
sleep.
kill the dog. What was the plan?
Oh wait, no, if he's a dog, when you say put him to sleep, it means kill him.
Just throw a ball out into the street and close the door.
No, just
Why?
choke him. Just get behind him
And then
and
he'll
just...
know.
Or he trusts us implicitly. We just go past him.
Okay. Well, my furry friend, I would very much like it if you were to take, could you, hey, I'm awfully, sorry, I'm coming up with a plan on the fly here, and I'm not as smart as I might like to be, I think I am.
I think you're smart, friend.
You're a very good boy.
Thank you.
You're a good boy. I say, I am awfully tired and hungry after unloading all these boxes. Why don't you go and make us a tasty treat with peanut butter and all the things dogs love to eat? I will wait here and unload these boxes for you.
Oh boy, yeah, I love cooking. Let's go do some cooking. But
Off you go.
are you sure you
Fetch.
don't need any help? And he goes to
No.
open one of the crates.
No. I'm quite alright. Look at me. I'm a centaur. I'm butch as fuck.
So you are trying to command him to leave you alone?
Let me just see if command is the word I'd use. I could command.
Randall
It's up to you.
helps. Randall is going to help. Because Randall has command.
Tell us how Randall helps.
Randall's driving the thing, right? Because he's the talker. So he's...
Oh, in which case, yeah. Well, I mean, I've rolled, so.
I assumed it would be that way round.
Are you going to help me?
Yeah.
What-
yeah, so
what-
I imagine that Randall would help by saying, "Oh yes." Oh wait, hang on. No, he wouldn't say it like that. I said, "Oh yeah, I'm really hungry. Go on, make us some grub, mate."
And you're taking a stress for that help?
Yeah.
That
let's go.
assist?
Yeah, let's just spend it.
Does that mean I roll an extra dice?
Yes.
Thank Christ. It was worse. My best...
So this was controlled, so it's not going to be too bad if...
It's a 2.
2. Oh, so it is a failure.
Mm.
So he opens the crate. He says, no, let me help. And he opens the crate to see, to his shock, Kuza and Gecko inside. Oh, more friends.
No, same crate. We didn't have enough crates.
Kuza is Gecko's packing material.
Oh, there's a lot of fur in here. Oh, wait a minute. You weren't lying to me, were you?
Tay, can you choke him out now?
Well, okay, and I choke him out.
No, I've got a plan.
We're ruse.
We might be rumbled.
What's Gecko's plan?
Gecko's gonna use her new handy Ghost Veil playbook advancement to turn into a ghost, and then she's gonna turn invisible.
Oh yeah, if it's just a bugbear in a box, that's completely not suspicious.
Quick flashback. Kuza's in a different box.
Yeah, no need to flashback, but you were just in separate boxes.
Take 19 stress.
No, that's incredibly good. That's very good. Yeah.
Much
Okay.
better. Separate boxes and it's geckos.
I feel stressed.
He's opening Ace.
Well, at least Gecko can breathe in her own box.
What are you trying to say?
Well, Kuza's
What are you trying to say?
fluffy. There's lots going on in there. Physically.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
He opens the tiny keg, thinking to find a... Yeah, he opens the box with Gecko in. And she isn't visible?
Yeah, so the rules say you may shift partially into the ghost field, becoming shadowy and insubstantial for a few moments. Take 2 stress when you shift, plus 1 stress for each extra feature, and one of which is to turn invisible.
Okay, since you're already taking stress for that, I feel like you probably don't have to roll for that.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I can use this, though. Have I just blown it for the rest of the score just because Jack fucked up a roll?
Well, I feel like the fact it's got a stress cost suggests maybe you can use it extra. Use it as much as you like.
Okay.
So he opens the box. Oh, there's nothing in this box. Oh, it's heavy though. And he's trying to lift it, and he does heave it to the ground.
What?
Oh wait, I suppose if you're a ghost, you. Oh wait.
Yeah, there's no way a ghost weighs anything.
Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, actually, no, this box isn't heavy. It's as light as a ghost. And
What an ordinary thing to say.
I like this guy. Bork, you're alright, Bork. Now, how about those sandwiches?
right, yes. I suppose I'm just going to look in the next box until I find some...
What are you looking for?
Well, we haven't got any food inside.
Well, that's why we're unloading the boxes. We'll bring them all in.
Okay, unload. And he gets out of your way and shows you the entrance to the kitchen, the shutters of which have been propped open.
Does he leave?
So time for the toilet. A
Think he
classic.
follows you into the kitchen as you're carrying these boxes.
So Tay picks up Kuza's box
Okay.
and carries that in. Because we've got Ghost Gecko, Randall, because Gecko can slither in.
I could just take another stress and float through the air like a ghost.
I would love that. Love that. Take more stress. I want you to take as much stress. I want you to be so stressed that you end up looking like Tove is now. That's what I want. An accurate representation. No, all I'm saying is, we leave you behind because you can get in on your own. Randall is seen, and I'll carry in Kuza.
I'm saying whether through ghostly business or through being carried, you're all in the kitchen now.
See? Tove doesn't care anymore. It's all fine.
Unless you have a better idea.
No.
I'm really happy to see all of you, but okay, I'm gonna. Oh, this box, this one has bread in. I'll make you all peanut butter sandwiches. How about that? Both of you. I can only see 2 of you.
Well, that's fine. I mean, why don't you make 4? Well, 5.
What?
Let's say 5.
Why would I make 4? Why would I make 5?
More for me and you, my friend.
Oh, I like your thinking.
Yeah. Now do I kill him?
That's what I'm waiting for. Like, it's just he's just walking around. We can't do anything while this guy is alive. Just like Randall looking more and more just
now?
like impatient. Just
Quick. Poll Twitter.
Randall's just waiting with like a meat tenderizer hovering.
Could I just, as a slight impasse, a slight sort of question aside from this, Lou,
Yes.
you know your friends with the children used to listen to our podcast.
Yep.
Do they still listen? Have they survived through the Blaze in the Dark?
I mean, as far as I know.
Cut all of the comments about killing the dog. The dog will be fine.
Everyone leaves the room, and Tay just looks solemnly as she closes the door. Maybe you could try to knock him out, or something. Tie him up, overpower him.
Or you could stumble and accidentally on purpose drop the large crate further into the building and out of sight.
Okay.
So you are carrying a really big crate, which definitely doesn't have Kuza in, and you are going to drop it in such a way so that the big furry thing inside rolls out the kitchen door without Bork
I don't
noticing.
know why I would do this. I don't think it would occur to Tay to do this.
I would love it if someone did something.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm in a box.
We got into the kitchen. What was our next what was the plan?
We improvised the
Improvise
plan.
Well, feel free to improvise beyond I'd like to be thrown on the floor.
Oh, that's right. Bork, could you, would you mind awfully if you were to just, like, just go outside, actually? We did forget one of the crates.
Oh, I love going outside.
Well, Bork, have you gone outside today?
It's got all the fresh vegetables in it.
And the dog treats.
Fetch vegetables, fetch dog treats. Why would I want dog treats?
Because I told him to fetch earlier and everyone brushed over.
Just, if you could just fetch that box. Do I have to command him to go out, or he just loves us so much that we can just...
He loves to go outside. He's running outside. Oh, I love to fetch.
Okay.
I'll get the vegetables.
Shut the shutters.
Oh no.
Oh!
Randall opens Kuza's box. Okay, now we're in. Kuza, Gecko.
Hello.
I'm Tay.
Shall we head to the power room and power up the defences?
Sounds like an ideal plan, yeah.
With the arcane core we brought with us before?
Yeah, obviously. We don't have to say. We'll just get there and we'll do it then. That's how load works.
That is how load works.
It's an important mechanic in the game Blades of the Dark.
Yeah, so we retrace our steps.
You
From our
take one
previous
step
time.
outside of the kitchen, Kuza, and you feel a sharp yank on your collar. And as you turn around, Stanley Brown is staring you dead in the eye and is indicating down a different corridor with his arms.
Come on, let's go. Let's off. We
Hold on a moment. Hold on. Right, you, Ghosty. Is this, you want me to go that way because you want good things to happen to me, or is this, you want me to go that way because you want bad things to happen to me?
Oh my god, he's talking to the ghost.
Oh, I hate it when he talks to the ghost. How do we even know there is a ghost? I think this is just...
You saw the fucking ghost!
I don't know that we did. It could have been a ghost.
Right,
You
answer.
don't get an answer out of that question.
I hate this ghost.
Well, has he ever grabbed you like that before?
No, that's a new one.
Well, I mean, there must be a reason. And the GM doesn't want necessarily bad things to happen to us. So I say, they always say follow your ghost.
I think we should go both ways. I think that Tay and Gecko should go to the power room. Gecko knows where it is and is pretty handy with mechanical stuff.
Why am I going? I feel like Gecko could just go alone. Why would I go?
because Gecko is very small, and I feel like if she gets into
And
a
very
spot
fragile.
of trouble, I feel like having you around.
That is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Mean.
Me and Kuza will go where the ghost is pointing. I think that's actually the most dangerous
Wait,
way
but
to go.
is he not?
so-
Is the ghost not pointing at you because of some possible danger, which me and Gecko would then walk straight into?
No, I don't think so. I think that the ghost doesn't have any idea what's down that way. The ghost is always with Kuza, and Kuza's been in a box, so I would assume that the ghost knows very little.
Yeah, we'll do that plan. Let's go.
Fine by me.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Gecko and Tay charge down the corridor.
Tay and Gecko. Gecko, this corridor that you're walking along seems to be pretty much as you remember it. You can hear really heavy footsteps clanging around upstairs, but kind of like irregularly. You reach the room, which you know leads to the dark, winding, mechanical area of Ponsonby Manor, and you find the door that you had previously found to be locked is wide open. You also remember, presumably, that last time you opened this door, poison darts shot out at you.
Oh shit, yeah.
That doesn't seem to be the case this time.
Good.
But as you set foot into the dark corridors beyond, you hear a mechanical clicking, and this time spikes erupt from the walls of the corridor.
Okay. Okay, is there anything around, like, that's strong, like a bit of pipe or something? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe there's perhaps sort of discarded lengths of metal where it looks like the walls have been slightly dismantled, as if they were trying to sort of get the manor back in working order, and instead have sort of just dismantled it slightly. So there's, long bit of metal.
Okay. Right, so I think my plan is to kind of jab, like scoot under like Tay's legs, jab it into one of the spike holes, and kind of like flip and be cool and awesome and ninja-y,
Okay.
and get through to the other side where there's hopefully something to disengage the trap and free Tay.
Okay. Okay, I think this is going to be risky, but standard in that you'll avoid the damage.
That's fair. Okay. Give it a go.
Roll well, won't you?
But remember, you can resist consequences.
This will be finesse, I assume?
I'll take finesse.
This will be my best skill, I assume.
Yeah, you know.
I take it this will be a hunt roll.
It has not gone well.
What did you roll?
A2. But I'm going to resist.
Okay. Yeah, tell me what you do to resist this. These spikes perhaps have flown out at lightning speed and you haven't quite managed to dodge them in any meaningful way, but...
But, okay, so instead of kind of ninjaing and getting through the corridor in a cool backflippy awesome way, I'm gonna, like, jab it into a hole and, like, boot Tay right in the chest and push her out of harm's way. So we haven't made any progress, but she's not gonna get painfully impaled, maybe?
Sick. You arrive in the little room in a pile with Tay. So Tay, you've seen the spikes, and then suddenly Gecko fucking flips out and is launching directly at you.
I really don't think Tay that wouldn't resist, because Tay would never see that coming.
Caught off guard. Not expecting.
Well, there's sparks. Gecko, what do you think we should... Ah!
Randall and Kuza, you hear a clattering down the corridor as you follow this ghost. He leads you to a wooden door and he floats through it. And you are now left outside wondering what could possibly be inside this room near the kitchens in the basement.
Quick shifty through the keyhole.
I reckon there's a keyhole, yeah. Maybe we can call that a gather information, so there's not necessarily something bad that will happen here.
Not a thin iron spike to quickly
To the
protrude
eyeball.
from the keyhole directly into my eyeball. Neatly puncturing my entire skull. A 5.
You see the room.
I dodge out the way as a thin iron spike.
You dodge the spike, you cover your eyes for the acid splash, and you avoid the flamethrower. And then you look through the keyhole once all these traps have been sprung, and you see the ghost has floated to the back of this storeroom, and he is indicating a whiskey barrel at the back of the room.
Just a drunkard.
In the room, you can see 2 Regency soldiers.
Fight him.
They are sitting down, unaware of the ghost. The ghost is beckoning the door as if to be like, come the fuck on, come on, come on.
Come on,
In
Ralph.
case the ghost can see through the door, I just kind of hold up a finger and give me a moment.
I'll distract him. You get to the whiskey barrel.
Yeah, all right. I gesture to Randall in an after you.
Okay, Randall throws the door open.
Oh, bloody hell.
All right, I think this is where the supplies need to come. We're still in our transporter garb, I guess.
Yep.
Flat cap.
Can't believe that guy Bork just left us to do this. Typical. Oh, you two, can you help us just get these supplies in that we've just needed to drop off? Bork has just left us high and dry, and we've got loads, you know.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, gents, but Ponsonby's really insisted that, we bring all this stuff in. You know what he's like. It's,
Buckets and buckets of hagfish, boys.
And Randall just brandishes some, forged delivery documents that need to be signed. I wouldn't even sign this, mate. Like, come on.
You want to roll? Thinking about how to react.
That's the best. That is the best and most genuine reaction you've done so far.
Acting.
Command. Yeah, we'll go for that.
I think this is risky. I think there's a good chance this doesn't work. But yeah, standard.
Flashback. No, it's not going to work. No.
Why don't you just pull out some load?
No. Oh, wait, no. Flashback. I'm going to go for it because it's funny.
Okay.
Spun sugar documents?
It's Regency, right? So Randall has some history with them.
Mm-hmm.
So they recognise him. But
That's what I was going to go with, yeah.
that would be bad. So cycling round, actually, he was good friends with this guy. He was one of the guards that he used to mess around with, would go drinking with the guards and stuff because he wasn't too...
Fuck the god.
He just wants the intimate relationship with him.
You know it. So he's actually friends with him.
Okay, I think to just get a friend like that will be 2 stress.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Hang
I'm
on.
1 stress left.
Is that how this game works? You can flashback and be like, this guy has a completely different outlook on me.
I think we've set up enough of Randall's adjacency to the Regency.
Okay.
It cost me
just
2
okay.
stress for
Yeah.
1 dice when I could have just, pushed myself.
For the set, yeah.
I mean, it's understandable. I sometimes find having friends quite stressful as well.
Ralph has been stressed by me for nearly 14 years.
Oh, Michael. Yeah. Kicked out of the family, looking for work. It's a 5.
5.
With and I want an increased effect from the documents because I have less effect for being level 1 harm.
Okay, so Ooh, okay, so we are going to say he jumps to his feet and says, "Oh, Master Reinhard, sir. Right away, sir. I didn't know you were on our side. That's fantastic news. Your brother's upstairs. I'll better go tell him the good news. Come on,
Oh, no.
Steve, let's go." No.
No, me and,
He's gone. 6 o'clock now for alert with 2 slots.
Okay, I've got one stress left, so...
Literally on your last nerve.
Guess I'll die.
Oh no.
Traumatized. Cause, brother.
Quite happy to push into trauma if it means I just if I just drop off the session, just like... because it just means that you get like some permanent malice and we're never playing again, so...
It also means you can't take any new action rolls for the rest of the score. So, Kuza, the room is yours.
I investigate the barrel.
It appears to be a sealed whiskey barrel. It's got dust on it. It's towards the back of the storeroom. The ghost is still intent on you opening it by the looks of it.
Like what? Like tapping it, or like opening the?
He's doing some like hilarious mime of like looking at you like you're a fucking idiot, and then looking
What's
at the
he doing?
barrel. He's doing
Well,
this.
excuse me, mate. You're the what? Fine. All right.
Randall hands over the previously established crowbar.
Yep.
I sarcastically present the crowbar to the ghost in 8. Will this do?
He gives you a sarcastic thumbs up.
This fucking go. I crowbar open the top of the barrel.
There is a body inside.
Oh fuck. Whose do I recognise said corpse?
Extracting the corpse from the barrel reveals it to be a...
Would you extract the corpse from the barrel?
Reveals it to be a millet sergeant who looks exactly like a decayed version of the ghost that's been following you around. Face wound and all.
Huh.
And the ghost, like, slaps his forehead like he finally fucking gets it.
Huh.
How does that help us?
And then looks at you to be like, what now?
I mean, look, mate, I understand. We'll deal with this situation. You understand that at the present time, it's not like you get it.
He floats
You
up
get
straight, puts his hands on his hips, and gives you a look like that's not going to fly with him.
No, right, fair enough. Right. So what, proper burial? Is this sort of the situation? What?
Cremation?
He points at Randall.
Vengeance?
When you say vengeance, he then points at you like, actually, I think I prefer that plan.
Ponsonby?
He sort of shrugs, sticks his bottom lip out like, yeah, that'll do.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, all right. Yeah, no bother, mate. You should have just said that.
And he resumes floating behind you, giving sort of a mournful look to his preserved, pickled, but brutally murdered body.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel... I don't really want to just leave you here, mate. Right. Apologies. Put body back in barrel.
Uh-huh.
Roll barrel.
Okay, yep.
That feels easier than just lugging a body around.
Yeah, great, okay.
And when we get Ponsonby's head, we can put that in a barrel too.
Okay, so we leave Kuza and Randall for now. Tay and Gecko.
Horizontal flying through the air.
You've been doing sick backflips all the way through these darkened corridors until you come to the room that, Gecko, you visited this before, the power centre of the manor. Except dotted around the pit where the arcane core once was are 4 Forger sisters. And they are heads bowed in prayer, and both of you can sense the sort of the ghost field moving around in this room, channeling down into the pit.
Tay looks at Gecko, like...
Like what? This is an audio medium.
I wasn't expecting this. Is not doing it gonna hurt us in our primary objective? Because whatever they're doing looks really bad, like we might die if they're doing some weird ritual shit. Why am I talking like this? I'm so sorry. I forgot. I found it hard to do both the whisper and the accent.
Like, can we just leave? Like, have they seen us? Can we just go?
We're here for a reason, and you know, I just think they don't know you're alive, right? You died. We covered up your death, so you could jump in as a ghost.
Just gonna spend this entire episode as a ghost.
You wouldn't have to pretend anything. You wouldn't have to say a word. You're a ghost. You can't talk.
You can also turn shadowy.
Yeah, you could literally turn into a ghost. I'm just saying it's an option. It's one option. I stopped whispering.
It's okay, I forget to whisper as well.
It's one option. The other option is I could go kill them all, like I killed Borg.
It's 4 against 1.
I'm a literal fucking centaur. I can take
Yeah,
it.
the one is also a horse.
True.
With 6 load. One of that load could be a fucking minigun. A Tommy gun.
Bazooka. Right, what actually do we supposed to be doing here? Because I can't remember what our objective is, and that will make a big difference to what we do next.
We were going to put the arcane core in to reactivate the security system. Why were we going to do that? Doesn't that make our job harder?
We don't know why we do most things.
What's our plan, guys? We wanted the defenses going if we were in control of them.
Yeah. And if we can't get control of them, then... Oh, so wait, hang on. The Forger Sisters are on Ponsonby's side.
Yes, in the intro cinematic, we saw them getting some money from Regency.
Yes.
So what if what's the room situation?
A large empty metal room with sort of mechanical implements around the outsides, maybe a control panel, and then there's a pit in the centre of the room where the arcane core used to be mounted on some kind of mount. You might infer that the Forger Sisters are filling the role of an arcane core, and that's why the traps are just about functioning.
Does anyone have any ideas? Because I've got nothing.
Use some of the knowledge that you've got from your magic studies to try and change their chanting ritual to something to our benefit.
Try that, and backup is Tay will kick the shit out of them.
It's a good backup. It's a strong backup.
But you will have the problem that you'll really want it to happen for a long time, and then you'll just be sort of hanging around. No one will choke the dog out. And just sit there.
Choking the dog out sounds like a foul euphemism.
Oh, what's he doing? Oh, don't worry, he just choking his dog out.
Choking his dog? No.
You're all awful. Is it dark? Can I, sneak get around them somehow?
Yeah. I reckon the ceiling is in darkness. If you were to get a boost up or climb up, you'd probably be able to sort of find your way along on pipes and air vents that are strewn around up there.
Okay, so if I can get up above them and, look down and have Tay standing ready, can I don't know, can I study the magic that they're doing and sort of try and work out what it is?
Wait, let's have a quick run round. Who has points in study? Hands up.
Oh, it's the 2 people not in the room.
Wait. Ready? Flashback. No, you idiots. You guys go to that place, and you guys go to the arcane core. Right, swapped. Koozer and Randall are now the ones at the arcane core. Go. I'll take 2 stress. Go.
You reckon that's a 2 stress flashback?
Just completely
Switch
change.
everyone's roles mid episode. Okay, right. Let's fucking make a decision. Right, so what Gecko's going to do is she is going to, like, get into a deep shadow because she's a grubby little thing and is going to blend in and listen and kind of study, survey the words that they're saying, and then if Tay could take one out, or we could take one out together, and then Gecko's going to try and replace them and then try and sort of subtly change what she's saying to mess up the words so that something goes wrong. If it's not perfect and not all in time and in sync, then it messes it up.
Okay. I will say that I think you don't have to roll to be able to pick up on the spell that they're channeling. If we want to hop straight to the taking one of them out silently and then move to the spell casting.
Okay.
I would like to skirmish and choke one out and,
Okay.
try, and pick it up and take it out of the room.
Choke the dog out.
Choke the,
Silently.
choke the silent
sometimes
dog.
you got to silently choke the dog out.
Can I help with this? Because I'm right there. Can Gecko help?
Yes, you can.
Duo takedown.
Can I? Because I'm above them. I'm gonna like Batman, silent takedown, drop in and like fling him in Tay's direction so that Tay doesn't have to clop onto the walkway.
And that makes more sense than Tay quietly clip-clopping across the floor. I think this is desperate. I think this could go quite badly wrong.
That's fine. I've got 3 dice.
Sorry.
How bad could it be?
And you've got a billion items.
Yeah, but I don't really have. I couldn't really think of. I was thinking about like a tape recorder to help me with the other bit.
6 item slots.
But I do. 6 item slots. Yeah, I've used it.
Chloroform.
I bring out a Tommy gun.
A garrote.
I got a 5, a 5, and a 6.
Ah, yeah.
A 6 is a success. So Gecko successfully drops on one of them silently, does a really cool, wish we could show it on the podcast medium, takedown, which throws them into Tay's waiting arms, and you choke her out. Gecko, that leaves you in a position to assume that sister's role in the ritual.
Yeah, so I'll sort of join in with as part of the kind of chorus, and then like every other word or so I'll just slightly change the intonation or like say a different word.
Just like randomly changing stuff to fuck it up, or are you like aiming for something?
Oh, I don't think that Gecko's got the magical finesse to aim for anything in particular. He's just trying to mess it up.
I knew it would be Bambi that would do it. I knew it would be Bambi.
So just desperately looking around.
Yes, I have nothing within. I have a pair of scissors. I mean, I was like, there's nothing here to slam into my forehead.
Okay, so we're looking for an attune roll?
Yep.
Ooh, another roll. Tay stops you before you start, and gives you an old charm that her best friend worked with, which
Aw.
is super cursed energy,
Oh.
but will give you help with this roll.
What's the best friend's name?
Leela.
Awesome. A 6 and a 6!
Oh, double six!
Sixes!
Ooh, a double sixer. Oh, that chokes my dog out. I'm trying it out. I'm seeing if it's got flexibility.
Every time we make a joke like this, I do then remember the children that listen to this.
Gecko,
Yeah.
you feel this magic bubble up inside you as if you're a dam stopping it from flooding down through into this ritual. And as the other sisters realise something's wrong and they look up and they see you, one of them gets half a syllable out before her moving her hands sends an electric shock back towards those three, rendering them unconscious and smashing them to the floor. And the lights go out in this room, and Kuza and Randall, the heavy footsteps that could be heard upstairs, come to a stop, and you hear worried muttering from up the stairs.
Hey.
All right.
I guess that means the magic fence is down and all those people outside are now coming in.
Yeah, better get a wriggle on.
I really don't have any idea where to go from here. This is kind of where my plan ends.
Reinhard, if this was your house, where would you be?
And I wasn't me. But if I...
Think like a rich, spoiled piece of shit.
Who is...
Just...
Okay. Well, I think that if it were me in this specific situation, I would be in the highest room so I could see everything that was going on. So I'd be definitely on the top floor, and I'd also be the furthest away from the entry point. So, like the stairs, for example, not expecting anyone to come through the windows. So, maybe if we can somehow get to the roof, we can come in through the window.
You would remember from the blueprints that you are at the bottom of the stairs leading to the entrance hall. The entrance hall has another set of stairs leading up to the top landing, and the furthest point from that would be the study at the end of the hall, or there's a way up to the attic from the top landing. Should we say that Tay and Gecko have rejoined you at this point through the dark corridors?
Yeah.
He's like, wow, you guys should have seen Gecko. I think she's like a wizard.
Well, you'll be pleased to know that me and Reinhard have worked out our plan of attack.
And you hear a smashing upstairs as the front door splinters into matchsticks, and you realise that the assault from Jenny's girls has begun in earnest.
We're going to move very quickly. We're going to get up these stairs. We're going to get into the attic. We're going to go into the study from above. What do we think? All good?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. You good with stairs, Tay? I can't remember where we stand.
I can go up, but I can't go down.
We'll work it out as we go.
So you make your way up the service stairs into the entrance hall of Ponsonby Manor. You can see fighting taking place at the entrance door. Jenny's girls are trying to break through a line of the thugs, but they have their backs to you, and the way up to the landing is clear.
We make Scooby-Doo style sneaking noises as we...
You make it to the top landing. It's a long corridor upstairs in a stately home. You spot 3 Regency fencers at the far end of the corridor. They are guarding one wooden door at the end. They don't appear to be guarding the other doors around you, one of which you can see is open and it stairs up to an attic. Jack, you have a question.
Yeah, when you say fences, do we mean like with a weapon or like they construct fences?
Both. Barbed wire.
So we can't get to the attic door without them seeing us.
I would perhaps even say that they have seen you, but they are not advancing towards you. They are staying at the door that they are guarding.
Charge them.
Is that we know that's the door to the study, right?
Yes, from the blueprints.
I pull out from my pack a battering ram, and we charge.
It's a strong move.
It's 2 load.
It says that, does it?
I describe it as a fine, heavy weapon. It's called Grond. Grond.
And while Tay does that, we run up the stairs, using Tay as a distraction.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
Okay. Quick, this is our moment. Good luck, Tay.
Ah! That's 3 dice, right? Because I used 2 load, and I've got 2 in skirmish.
Nope. The weapon will change. Up to you. This will go. So your goal is to just distract them.
I think my goal is to fuck shit up, but yeah.
So, not necessarily trying to kill them or knock them out or anything. It's desperate, but the effect will be great. So, using an item, you could perhaps reduce the position to risky.
Could I increase the effect so it's ridiculously?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I just want that to happen. So what do we think here? Do we think it sounds more like a rec roll, actually, doesn't it?
Up to you.
I think it sounds more like a rec roll, but I'm going to use my special feat, not to be trifled with. You can push yourself to do one of the following: perform a feat of physical force that verges on the superhuman. Engage a small gang on equal footing in close combat. So
that's exactly what you're doing.
That feels very much like this situation.
So, because I've only got 1 dice for a wreck. Because I really think it's a wreck rather than a skirmish.
Skirmish includes the word brawl.
Yeah, but wreck says wreck a place, item, or obstacle with savage force. Or carefully applied sabotage, breach defenses with force. Which feels like that's what I'm doing. I feel like I'm breaching. I'm going to do 1 dice. All on it. If I succeed, it's amazing. If I fail, I get hurt. Right?
Yep.
You ready?
You're definitely getting
it's
hurt.
all on this.
Can you push this up?
4.
Okay, so the battle, it doesn't kill you instantly. It doesn't kill them instantly either, though. They are very good sword fighters. You are just about holding your own against 3 of them.
There's 3?
Yep.
Oh,
I think...
There's 3?
The consequence here is going to be a level 2 harm. You do catch a stab wound.
That's fine. It just pisses Tay off.
We are in the attic.
Tay just turns to him and says, I can do it with a broken heart.
Run up to the window, open it.
Mm-hmm.
So has anyone got 49.5 feet of rope?
Rounding up, yeah.
Do we think the shutters would be blocking off the upstairs windows?
They'll be turned off.
Turning them off last time shut them.
Yeah. It's also all right because we can use our demolition tools to just go through the floor.
Through the
right?
thin piece of plasterboard that's stopping you from falling through the floor, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like demolition tools might be a bit of overkill. But, you know, we like to make a dramatic entrance, and Randall's desperate to use these demolition tools at every opportunity.
I was really hoping it would be a really cool swing through the window, but these bloody
That's
shutters.
definitely dramatic. And
Let's just take a
cinematic in
moment to
its
think
own way.
about that. Ah, yeah, that was good. Right, okay.
Oh no, that is very good. That's very good. But this is also good. We were talking about this Batman earlier. This is also quite a Batman thing to do, I think.
Right, okay. Anyone else carrying demolition tools?
Oh yeah, I pull an already lit stick of dynamite out of my hand.
Tay was carrying demolition tools, and you took some demolition tools from her. So she had 2 loads, so you can take 2 from her, and I'll take another stress, even though I'm not there anymore. How's that?
I've literally got demolition tools on my...
Yeah, but now you've got even more.
Helping.
All right, fine.
Kuza's wrecking the ceiling.
That feels like a wreck, doesn't it? Which I've got no points in.
No, me neither.
Oh, neat.
But
okay.
I'm going to do what everyone else did when I tried to do this last time, and that's to just simply not help at all.
Tay has helped, so you get an extra dice from that.
Hey,
Randall walks into the corner, crosses his arms, and just looks really petty.
we didn't not help. We ran in the opposite direction. 4.
Oh, we didn't agree position and effect. I think that was
Oh.
going to be...
Yeah.
I was actually going to give you control because you're not under any direct stress here. But 4 is a success with a consequence. So I'm going to say that
Falls through the floor. Falls through the floor.
the floor gives out across the attic and all 3 of you fall into Ponsonby's study.
Seems fair. Seems fair. Dramatic entrance.
As the dust settles, you sort of take stock of what's around you and you see 2 human men staring at you. One, Tybalt Ponsonby. The other, Rupert Reinhardt.
Oh, yeah, we did know that, to be fair.
Rupert, I didn't expect your fucking brother to fall through my ceiling this evening.
No one expects the Randall Inquisition.
Yup, that's him all right. Do you want to kill him or shall I? How about I take these two and you take your brother? Gladly. And they both draw ornate sabres.
Didn't we just go and get a gun recently?
Yes, we did.
Can we use it?
You feel it burning in your pocket. With the focus of the totem of mink on your wrist or around your neck, wherever you're holding it, you can feel this sort of ghostly link between the arcane core in your pack and the mount for a power source on the back of the gun.
Ooh, so they're linked somehow.
Kuza, Tybalt Ponsonby lunges at you with his sword. What do you do?
I am going to try to get at to not get hit by the sword. Would be my first port of call. I want to try and grab onto him. I want to try and restrain him and grab him with my big, long, powerful arm.
Okay, yeah, that's good. You can feel the amount of practice and precision has gone into his sword training, so you can just feel that this is desperate to be able to sort of overpower this guy, but you're not trying to disarm or kill him, so you've got a bit of an edge here. Definitely desperate, but the effect should be good.
Skirmish.
I would, yeah, accept skirmish.
Skirmish, and this is a desperate action, so I mark
So mark
experience.
XP for next time we play.
Oh yeah.
I'm only one away from a playbook. Oh no, it's not a playbook, is it? This couldn't matter. I would love to push myself. That's 2 stress, is that?
I think so, yep.
That's a 4.
That's success. I think this was desperate. You get him in a bear hug. You get his sword through your abdomen.
Fair. I think...
Level 2 harm. Run through.
Run through, I like it. Well, hopefully this will only help what happens next, which is I want to... Is my ghostly friend in the building?
He's right next to you.
In this bear hug, I am going to try and do something. I'm trying to reach out into the ghost field, and I'm basically going to say, I've got someone here who really wants a fucking word with you, and I'm going to try and channel this connection, and I'm trying to do something bad to his brain by putting a ghost in it.
Excellent. I think that's textbook a tune.
I'm going to push myself. It's a 3.
I think what happens there is the ghost flies into the melee between you, and you feel this chill come over you, and you can tell that Ponsonby is getting this chill as well, but it's starting to give your fingers frostbite almost. So I think that's going to be a level 2 harm chilled.
Thank God your hand is better.
It was burnt, now it's cold. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
So, Randall, while this is going on, your brother has not attempted to murder you immediately. He has grabbed you by the collar and has pulled you close. And...
Kissed you.
and said, you know, maybe it's better it's come to this, isn't it? You and I, blood. And he slaps you.
Now, listen. You know the Reinhards never resolve our issues with violence. Think about it. Think about everything that's ever happened. Between me, between you, between Father. It's always been because of him and his expectations on us. We could never live up to what he wanted us to be. Surely you've seen it. Surely you feel it. You're here doing your utmost best to please him when he never gave you an ounce of approval or appreciation? Why do you think I do the things I do? Fuck him.
When you said, think of everything that's happened between us, he raised his sword as if to kill you. Then he stopped to listen to the rest of what you're saying. And what are you trying to achieve with this?
I'm trying to sway him
Mm-hmm.
to, not
Stop.
be so antagonistic. Yeah, I know that we're rivals, but I'm hoping that I can undo that with a single roll.
I think if you're just trying to stop him, sorry, go on.
Okay, sorry. While this is happening, Gecko is lining up kind of behind Rupert and aiming the gun at him.
Okay. So let's have the roll out of Randall. If you're just trying to stop, make him hesitate for now, I think this is going to be controlled. I think Randall can talk his way into most things. He's able to talk someone into not immediately killing him.
And it's like, now, I think you should just drop that weapon, and we should talk this through, like the respectable people that we should and could be.
Mm-hmm.
So command sway.
Yeah.
Never
All the same for you.
Could I take a 1 point flashback so he remembers all the stuff that... It's just like, it's like a sort of montage.
Force the flashback on him as he...
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of an item that I could use. I don't want to just trance him because that just feels so cheap.
A photo of Nanny.
Ooh. No, that would be funny. But I think that what it would be is like, I don't know.
Some drugs.
The family ring or something.
The crest on it.
Yeah, you've got a signet ring still or something.
Yeah, it doesn't even count as a load.
He's got it now because I mentioned it. It's just okay. Right, so we'll go for increased effect.
Okay.
I'm not going to push myself because that would be my last roll, and I still want one more roll. We're all in. 5.
He loosens his grip on your coat and lowers his sword, and then punches you in the face as hard as he can, and then turns and sits down in the corner. So you take level 1 harm, another black eye, but he's not currently aggressive. Gecko.
So Gecko, arm kind of unsteady, aims at Rupert after slotting the arcane orb, whatever, into the gun and power it up and aim at Rupert. But when he sits down...
Is there anyone else you would like to
shoot? She's been powering
shoot?
up this whole time, but now Rupert sat down, she just shoots Randall.
God damn it, I really want to kill a Reinhard today.
I mean...
Randall shouts, "Get him! He's the one we're here for!"
Okay, so I was going to shoot Rupert, but now I'm thinking that I should shoot Ponsonby, but if I'm going to do that and but him and Kuza are having a cuddle.
Yes,
Yeah.
a very bloody cuddle.
You shoot over at them and you hit
blood
Ponsonby
lucky
in the hand, and Kuza goes, "No, in the head! In the head!" And then you shoot Kuza in the head.
Gosh.
Remind me, before I die, my ghostly friend, how... Do we know how he... Does he have an obvious sign of how he died?
Yeah, facial.
I can't remember if we've
blown.
established this.
Looks like he took an axe to the face or something.
Axe to the face.
Probably don't want to give an axe to Ponsonby's face because we really need that head.
We sort of need the head recognised.
We'll have his ring or something. We can.
We need the head.
Nobles have rings here.
We
so
need the head.
cloven into.
A distinctive earring.
It's all down to Gecko.
Oh, God.
Don't say that. Don't unnecessarily put weight on what Lou does.
Shoot
That's
the
unhelpful.
gun. Shoot the gun. Shoot
I
the
feel like we've got to shoot the gun.
I
Shoot
feel
the
like I've got to
gun.
shoot the gun.
It doesn't matter
Right?
if Kuza dies. Shoot the gun.
Yeah. Go on then. Let's shoot at Ponsonby. Kuza be damned.
You take aim. You pull the trigger with the arcane core inserted into the back of this gun. And you feel colder than you felt when you were being attacked by ghosts. And you can sense Ponsonby's soul being sucked into the gun. And you can feel it power up, and you can feel the crystals on it glow as his soul is shredded in front of you.
Oh,
God.
fuck!
Oh my god.
And Kuza, you feel Ponsonby's limp body slacken to the floor in your arms, and you don't hear the spirit bell. And as the camera pans up above the smoking wreck that is now Ponsonby Manor, we pan across the city. We see a red dragonborn in a luxurious private library, an anatomical model skeleton hanging in the corner with a chef's hat propped up on top of its skull. We see a dwarven artificer riding the cargo lift back to the Overcity, considerably poorer than when he came down here, swearing under his breath that he'll never do business with unsavoury types again. We see a millet sergeant with green hair being written up by the superior officer. The fraternization with questionable scoundrels could have been forgiven, but filling their locker with supernatural trinkets is just creeping everyone out. And finally, we see a goblin in wooden clogs dragging a steamer trunk through a narrow passageway in the rock, climbing steadily up towards the light. She stops for a breather, relieved that this passageway is still here. She'd never heard back from the last client she sent this way out of the Undercity. Though, unbeknownst to her, carved into an ancient thick root just around the next bend are the initials LLM.
Light on the lake at midnight!
Thank you for joining us for this season of Blades in the Dark. We'll be back with season 3 anon.
I did have one thing I wanted to do with.
It's okay, flashback.
You know, I let that play out because it was really. I wasn't hugely content with.
Fuck your ending.
And we fade back on in the study of Ponsonby Manor.
Now look, Rupert. Look at the power that we have. You can join us. You don't have to be with them, with Father.
Rupert looks over at Kuza. What's Kuza doing?
Chopping off the head of Ponsonby.
Chopping off the head of Ponsonby.
Tay comes in, covered in lots of blood.
Come here, brother. And he gestures, like, to shake his hand.
Rupert sighs, stands up, dusts a little bit of the plaster off his coat, rolls his eyes and takes Randall's hand.
And Randall pulls him in and knifes him in the stomach. and then he whispers in his ear, "You were far too gullible to be heir. It's mine, all of it."
End on the spirit bell ringing. Thanks for listening to Of Dice and Them. If you enjoyed this episode, we'd love to hear from you. Please leave a review on your favourite podcasting platform and subscribe to be notified as soon as new episodes drop. In the meantime, give us a follow at Of Dice and Them on social media, where you can also find out how to follow our cast. And we'll see you next time. And we can stop recording on Audacity.
Oh shit, was I meant to be recording on Audacity?
And that's the moment where I say, I actually wasn't recording Audacity.